Good morning. How was everybody this morning? Good. Did everyone enjoy the pianist yesterday? Wasn't he fun? Lots of energy. It was fun to have a 16-year-old whippersnapper around here playing the piano. Boy, you could tell he had a lot of potential with the keyboard, and you could tell he enjoyed singing. So that was a lot of fun to have him. It was a pleasure. All right, welcome to Coffee Chats. Today is the 17th. It is a Tuesday. I'll let you know what's going on for the week, and then I will hand it over to Jeff. First notice is, if you, could you please put your pop can pull tabs for the Ronald McDonald's house in the there's little houses that are on both ends of the east and west hallway. You'll see those little houses that are on the tables down there, and they're kind of throughout the area. So if you would be so kind, you can put those little pull tabs, pop can pull tabs in there, or you can put them by my office. There is a little shelving unit underneath the sign-up sheet, bulletin area down below, and it's stated pop tabs. So you can put those in there as well. I just want to let you know, to remind you to do that, please. All right, so today we have in Marion Hall at 10 a.m., we have a speaker. Her name is Vicki Pesser. She is talking about Jews in rural Midwest. Vicki will share historical material on the lives of Jews in the rural Midwest, focusing on Brown County, Minnesota. In addition, she will discuss global events influencing immigration, the sense of isolation felt while living apart from the synagogue and a Jewish community, and the desire for financial independence and the bouts in anti-Semitism. Vicki looks forward to learning from experiences and observations of the participants. So she's up in Marion Hall at 10 a.m. We have 1 p.m. We have our open art studio today, and today is our birthday party. So that's at 3 o'clock per usual, and that is up in the East Lobby. So 3 o'clock, come up for appetizers and a beverage. And then we have a gentleman, he goes by According to Pete, and he's an accordion player at 3:30. So that should be a lot of fun today up in the East Lobby. Wednesday the 18th, we have our recorded TED Talks. The 3 topics are what it's really like to win the lottery, the minister of loneliness, and the third is universal surveillance is here. How do we fight back? 1:30, we have 500. This Wednesday, we have alterations at 3 p.m. You can sign up for that by my office. In there, there's a little section that is stated alterations with Alice, so you can sign up there. We have bingo at 7 p.m. This Thursday, the 19th, 9/11, we have our coffee chats on 991. 2:30, we have our board games. 10 a.m. is our Vision Loss support group this Thursday in Marion Hall. 9:30 is our excursion to the Minnesota Orchestra. The numbers of the Minnesota Orchestra, the van numbers, the people that are signing up have kind of dwindled. So I just want to give you some heads up on some future dates if you're interested in going. So the next date is March 19th. It's been highly suggested to just call the box office. That's one of the easiest ways to get the tickets. So March 19th is the next one. April 9th is the following. June 4th is the next one, and then July 16th. So you can buy those in advance if you want to. I'm just kind of putting a plug in there because it's dwindled down to about 2 people that are signing up for the orchestra hall. So if that is something that you'd like, let me know. I can even help you buy those tickets if it's a little intimidating to buy them through going on the website. Let me know. Okay, that is what we have for Thursday. The 20th, 1 p.m., we have Coffee Chats on 991 that's recorded, just in case you can't make it this morning, and Bridge and Poker at 1 p.m., and then we have our movie. So the movie is Shine. It's a drama. David Helfgott, a gifted pianist, struggles through childhood, adolescence, as his strict father abuses him and his siblings. Years later, he suffers a mental breakdown, but manages to return as a legend. That is the movie for Friday. Out of curiosity, did anyone go to the movie last Friday? It was a change of movie. Did it work okay? Okay, I had to quickly make a choice on a different movie because the one that was stated was not available for purchase or rent. Okay, Saturday the 21st, 8 a.m. we have men's breakfast. 2 p.m. is our weaving project. 7 p.m. is bingo. Also this Saturday is our excursion. It's a ladies' luncheon, and that's to Baltimore. That leaves at 10:55 a.m. Someone brought to my attention that they went down to sign up for Guys and Dolls, and it was already filled up. And again, I do my best. I get the newsletter out for the week, and then the following day, the sign-up sheet goes out. Just keep your eyes on that if you're interested. That's just kind of the way it goes. So just make sure that when you see that newsletter in your box, that first day, you go and sign up for the following day. Yes?
Julian, I'd like a clarification on the sign-up sheets.
Okay.
Because I remember you saying that we should deposit our checks in the box when we sign up, not the day before the event. And I'm wondering how closely that's monitored.
So Norma was saying, please, I had reminded you to get those checks in, and so please get those checks in when you sign up as soon as possible, not the day before, so that I'm rushing to get checks in. Even if you're on the waiting list, I would get a check-in because there's always cancellations. People get sick, people travel, things happen. And so if you have a check-in, you can be moved up even like that morning sometimes. So yes, please get your check-in. It's such a hassle to try to get a hold of people when they're signed up to go and they're not even on the waiting list and they haven't put their monies in. So reminder of that, please. All right, any other statements on that one? Okay. Monday, you know what, Norma, I gotta say, pretty much, I would say 95% of the people that sign up are excellent about it. And they are continuously signing up, they go by the rules, there's just a few stragglers, and usually it's addressed for the most part, so yeah. All right, Monday the 23rd, and I make mistakes with myself as well, so. Monday the 23rd, 1 p.m. we have Knit and Chat, 7 p.m. we have 500, and we also have Point Players next Monday. All right, that's what I've got. You want to go? Okay, yes.
Good morning. I have 2 thank yous for you today. A week or so ago, we did a fundraiser for ICA, which was going to be used to help defray the cost of rent for people that are afraid to leave their homes for fear of getting picked up by ICE. And the total on that was $850. Thank you so much. And the other thank you is for those of you that were involved with that Valentine's shower that I got. Thank you. You have made me cry. So that was successful. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Good morning. Okay. There's only about 150 people down here this morning. Usually there's close to 200. Right?
The weather's too nice.
The weather is nice. I don't have a whole lot this morning. What I wanted to start with is, since we've had a problem with the internet, I think I'll talk a little bit about that. Mobile One has been installing wiring for internet, right? And Intrepid is the name of the contractor that's doing all that. Well, last Wednesday, I'm not sure what the day was, they were bringing the fiber optic cable from the road into the building. and they were going to go into the building in the same spot where Comcast Xfinity runs their coax cable into the building, right?
Makes sense.
Well, when you're digging down in the dirt, sometimes those big backhoes will hit what they're not supposed to hit, and that's why we lost internet and cable last week. So they got that repaired, and so I believe yesterday they finished up the west building, getting the fiber optic from the road into the building, so we are connected to the outside world. And now they'll start testing to make sure that everything works. I know that there are some folks that their finished product doesn't look very good, and we'll talk to them before they leave so that we make sure all that stuff. So call the front desk and let them know.
What do you mean doesn't look very good?
If there should be just a nice clean panel in your apartment. Anything other than that, let the front desk know. The reason I'm talking about all this is since that internet went out, the kitchen has not had phone service. Roger and Dion do a wonderful job of customer service and returning calls and everything. So I don't want you to think that if you've called and left a message there, they're ignoring you. They're not. So, and I was up this morning trying to get it going and I couldn't, so we'll try again here after Coffee Chats. This week I'm hoping to get rent increase letters out on Thursday. Okay? Well, the longer I wait, the bigger the increase will be. So, the increases aren't anything real scary. The smaller apartments in the east building are going to be slightly more than 3%, but less than 5%. Okay? Almost everyone increase will be less than 5%. The only ones that might not be are people that moved in that have lived here about 18 months, where they come in on what would have been the 24 rate, and because they were close to the end of the lease cycle, we pushed them out till their lease would end in 26. So they're actually paying a 24 rate in 2026, and we'll get them caught up with their neighbors this time. Does anyone have any questions on any of that? All right.
Well, it's still the best deal around.
Carol, I'm sorry I didn't hear that. Could you repeat that?
Whatever it is, it's still the best place and the best price.
Thank you. Thank you. Norma, could you tell me what Carol said? For those of you at home, Carol said, it's still the best price going. We hope you find value here. We love being here. We love that you're here. I think that yesterday was a classic example of what a community can be like. That 16-year-old kid came to play the piano. He obviously could play the piano. He needs maybe a little bit of work on some of his vocals, and that's okay. But what I loved is how the people that were in the audience welcomed him, encouraged him. He didn't need any encouragement on being clever or smart or some of his narratives between songs. I thought it was just so impressive the way everyone encouraged him. And honestly, who knows where that kid might end up? And it just is a testament to what we're like around here. And that's why I'm really, really proud to work here. And if we fail to meet your expectations, I want to know so we can meet them. See how you get kind of mamby-pamby before the rent increase letters go out? Trying to soften you up a little bit. Okay, birthdays. This week, Janet Allen and Sue Mail on the 22nd, Myrtle Knutson on the 25th, and Grace Ukpo on the 27th. No anniversaries, so let's sing. Were there any other questions? Anyone have anything they want to bring up? Nina?
Would you please clarify that was a communicator?
Thank you. Yep, Nina asked me about this yesterday. It's about helping people up if one of your neighbors fall. I'll share a story that happened to me in the 1900s. We had a gentleman fall, and he was in his apartment, and I went up with the resident services director at that time, and he said, "Pick me up, I'm fine." I said, "All right." I bent down to help him pick him up. The resident services director, who came from a nursing home, said, "Don't touch him." And I go, "Why?" And she goes, "Look at the way his foot is lying. He's got a broken hip." And 2 weeks later, he had passed away. And I don't know how I know this, but the cause of death on his death certificate was complications from a broken hip. So, we do not help people get up. We are not trained medically here. And so, you think you're doing something fine and good for someone, but in the end, you might be hurting them. Not alone, many of us have osteoporosis or bad backs, and we shouldn't be lifting things anyway.
Or they fall too.
And then you might fall. So, Nina, is that enough
No, that's how I understood that. But this, what wasn't clear that for the people who did not fall and just need help to get off the chair.
If someone's in a chair and they didn't fall and they want a hand getting up, by all means.
That's what I was
Yep.
wanted to confirm.
But, I mean, if
It's
Your own risk.
at your own risk.
I understand that.
And, you know, there have been people that, more people break their hip and fall than fall and break their hip. We don't know why someone can't get up. What if they have a broken hip? I mean, we can sit here and we can paint the most dire circumstance and all that stuff, but we also have to mention them because things might happen. So anytime you're helping anyone, be aware, make sure that they want the help, and do your best to be a good citizen and be smart about it.
Okay.
Joanne.
I want to give a shout out to the Olympics. I watched the bobsled yesterday. A 40-some-year-old woman won the gold. It was fantastic.
Joanne, shout out to the Olympics. Understood. She's happy that she was the oldest gold medalist in history, right?
Yes.
Yep. On Thursday at 12:10, the women's hockey team plays for the gold. So if you want to watch that, watch that. I don't know. I haven't had that much interest in the Olympics this year. There's enough curling, I can tell you that. And after about 5 minutes, I had enough curling for 4 years. All right, anything else? All right, we're on to happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear friends. Happy birthday to you. Happy week, everybody.